Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto market. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Memecoins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss the continued success we're seeing in the Solana Memecoin trenches. Sounds like Easy is having the success and not so much Clemente anymore. We're going to talk about the immediate impact of Pump Swap and the massive volume flowing through the token protocol in its first week. And we're going to talk about Solana continuing to erode away Ethereum's moat, specifically in traditional finance. GM, I'm joined here by Clemente and Easy Eats Bodega. Clemente, you were a little upset coming into this episode when you popped in and checked the charts. What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm not feeling great, Ray. I lost some Solana on Saratoga, the spring water. It was on me. It was on me. You know, I identified, thought the trend would last longer, but now I think the Saratoga water is not cool anymore. But it was interesting seeing all the corporation, like the corporate brands basically getting like their marketing plan, their viral marketing plan. How are they going to play into with the cool kids, like approved by the end of the day. And they were like starting to post stuff. And then I also found out that I got like scammed on some honey this weekend. I paid like
elaborate.
I paid $70 for this jar of honey. I'm gonna bring it actually. 1 second. I'll bring you guys this jar of honey that I paid $70 for.
Yo, I got scammed by some honey. I was not thinking it was like food. I was like some girl at the club like coming to buy her like a bottle and then walked away. That's what I thought he meant by honey there. Easy, you had a dinger. How'd that feel yesterday?
It felt good, especially after getting cooked on routine. Like paper handing routine. That's probably a better way to put it. But yeah, I hit a big win yesterday. Felt good.
Love to
Felt
see
good.
it.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
I paid $70 for this bad boy.
Where? Wait, in person?
Yeah.
You had to order that on. Wait.
I went to this farmer's market and this lady started talking to me and she was yapping about this like special honey. And I was like, okay, I mean, shit, whatever. You know, I've been wanting to get some of this raw honey. Maybe it's very good. I was talking to Pio about it, and because he's a raw honey extraordinaire, and he was like, yeah, dude, you got scammed. This thing is like, should be worth like $15 max. So this lady just straight up made a 4X off of me, dude. She buys the honey from the farmers and then goes to these farmers markets. And this lady was basically like, yeah, I've been depressed for the last like 3 months, but the only reason why, you know, I haven't gotten really down on myself is because of this raw honey. I eat a spoonful every day. So I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I'm trying to optimize for my health. I paid $65 for this thing. Turns out you can go down to a raw honey farm down in Doral and you can get one for, dude, for like $15. So anyways, I got scammed. This lady just rinsed me, made a 4X off of me. So I'm not happy.
You won't chug it?
No, I'm not going to chug it. I'll eat a spoonful of it, but it's also got the honeycombs in it. So I'm like, dog.
Dude, she charged you $60 for that?
Isn't that it? But the thing is, I was with my boo thing, so I was sitting there, I was trying to look like
no, you can't be broke. You can't be broke. You,
like
swipe that bitch with a smile on your face.
She was like, you do have been talking about how you like honey. I was like, yeah. Hey, yo,
60?
Bitch.
That's light to me.
Watch this.
That's light to me. Hey, while you at it, take the card. Take the card.
I feel like I paid like $30 for like raw honey when we went on that offsite in New York. That lasted a while though. I mean, I was using that in my tea. It was good. $70. I would have said you're crazy. No way. No way.
It's ridiculous, dude. Farmers markets used to be cheaper. Because you're avoiding the middleman. Now everything is expensive. It's turned into like this like hipster bougie thing where you show up to these farmers markets. I was like, dude, I'm going to get some sick deals on like good food. It's the same bullshit food and they just mark it up like 50%. So I was like, dude, what's going on here? I was going to get some coconut water. I was like, there was this 12-ounce coconut water, like $8. I was like, all right, I'm out. I got my $65 honey. I'm getting out of here.
These people are at the grocery store just buying everything, then coming right back to the farmer's market and selling it.
Yeah. Dude, they're probably going to like the local Whole Foods and just pulling on me like, yo, I grew this shit myself. $80.
Oh, man. We're going to get on with it, though. We're going to get on with the show. We have a lot to talk about. But first, we want to thank the partner for today's show, DYDX. Easy's been trading.
No, right. Easy's cooked. Easy's cooked.
Easy's been
I
trading.
thought it was Ray.
Yeah, I'm good.
I
Easy's been
looked
trading.
and I could see Clemente moving. Ray's completely frozen, and I was like, I can't hear anything.
Can you hear me now?
Sadly.
Okay. DYDX. Big fan. Easy's been running up an account on their leverage trading platform, and they just passed buyback for the DYDX token. 25% of platform fees are being diverted to buy back the token, TWAPing that every single month. So if you're bullish on DYDX and you're bullish on the DYDX token, there's going to be a little bit of added buy pressure coming from the foundation. Easy. How are we doing on that perps account? I know we opened up a long yesterday. If that's still open, we're probably
still open. We're down $70, right?
Down a little bit, right?
Yep. We were down a lot of it. We were down a lot of it.
Yeah, we went down. We went down.
Share my screen, Raymond.
There you go.
Thanks.
There you go. Let's do it.
Yeah, so we were down a lot of it. At one point, we were down like $1,200. It wasn't fun. Now we were down another 1,000, but we're climbing back. I like the market here. Shout out to DYDX. It's made it enjoyable to actually leverage trade again. It's been a while. I like this down wick we just got. Some nice consolidation to break back up. We do have a take profit, I believe, at 148. I have to double check. But it feels good here. We're long Sol. If I were to long something else here, Ray, honestly, I'd probably short move. This is probably the other one I would do. I would short this shit.
Didn't something come out with like a market maker?
The Binance market maker dumped like 40 mil of this and didn't put any buyback on it. Not Binance directly, but the one that was using Binance to market make this. What the fuck did you just airdrop yourself, Sea-Dog? Yeah, we all heard that.
Please focus. Please focus.
What did you just airdrop yourself? No,
stop. Yo, DYDX.
Yo,
shout out DYDX, guys. We're gonna be live shorting move here. We're gonna get the account back. Look, the Fibonacci. This is a clear breakout of below resistance here. So we're gonna be shorting on move, and yeah, there we go.
Ray, did you post that comment?
Dude,
he did,
Ray posts comments from the Daily Bone podcast and then it highlights them. He can just talk.
Way more fun to do it that way. Way more fun to do it.
He posting deaf nudes from the Daily Bone podcast account. All right.
Insane.
Dudes at 6 a.m. is wild from HK Trooper. Shout out DYDX. Token buyback program is underway. We love using this platform. We've been running up. We're having a ton of fun playing perps on there. Who wants the weather report today? Let's sort that out here, and we can run into that in a minute or two.
I got it, Raymond.
You got it, Clemente?
Yeah, I can do it. Of course. Yeah, we got to get these. I'm gonna, dude. I move out in 4 days, so it doesn't matter if I get a noise complaint anymore.
We're gonna rock it.
I'm a free man. I also haven't packed at all for my move.
Are you gonna hire movers?
I have movers, but I have to pack everything myself. So I ordered some boxes off Amazon. So I ordered a box that contains boxes in it. So very interesting.
Wait. Did you get heavy duty boxes or no?
I think so. Dude, I don't
you better check, because Amazon will send you these fucking flimsy ones that are basically toilet paper. And when you load them with like a pound of shit, the box will fall apart.
I mean, dude, these don't look very
Share it. Let's see what you ordered.
Okay,
because I'm warning you with confidence, bro. You're gonna put like 2 or 3 hoodies in this
box.
Oh my god! The box bottom is just going to explode. Like, you have to get the heavy. You're fucked.
It just says large moving boxes.
No, you're fucked.
These look like shit.
No, dude, you're so fucked. You're so fucked.
God damn it, dude. They're kind of expensive too.
Can you just tape the hell out of it?
I paid $31 for boxes.
You get the double walled ones. You gotta get heavy duty.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you gotta go to double walled Home Depot heavy duty boxes. Those things fuck.
The problem is I don't have a car, so I'm like,
you don't need it, dude. Just not Uber Eats, DoorDash or Instacart it.
Oh, and I can do buy now, pay later.
Yeah, you can Klarma it.
Hell yeah. Okay, cool.
And then instead of paying later, just return the boxes.
Bingo. I mean, genius.
Infinite money glitch. You still get the credit card points. We can build your credit.
Oh my god, dude! I haven't bought I can't set up my credit card. I got it. Anyways, all right. Let's get on with the show. I don't want to talk about my life anymore.
All right, bottom right button,
ladies and
weather report.
Hey, it's Tuesday, March 25th. Looking over at the crypto roundup. The majors dipped slightly. We got Bitcoin, 87K. Ethereum, 2100. And Solana at 142. Over the past 24 hours, a lot of green, folks. A lot of green. $1.35 trillion. Trillion was added to the U.S. equities markets as news broke that Trump may cut tariffs to tariff breaks to certain countries, Bitcoin ETFs, meanwhile, continued their streak, recording $84 million worth of net inflows. You love to see it. Next up, it was a red hot day for punks. It's getting hot in here, folks. You got to cool down the CryptoPunks sales bot. 34 CryptoPunks sold over the last 24 hours. Over 2,100 ETH of volume. To cap it off, a zombie punk sold for 420 ETH, $840,000. Nick is quivering right now. I'm sure he's regretting that CryptoPunk sale. Finally, BarChain launched proof of liquidity, which rewards users for economic activity on the chain. You know what that means, folks. It's time to get clicking on BarChain. The Barra token liked the news and gained 14% to an $860 million market cap. That is all for the weather report. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report as always. I think I know the answer to this question already, but are either of you doing anything on BarChain?
No.
I'm not either, but I know a lot of people that are very locked in on BarChain. Who's that? CBB has been crushing it. He's just been farming that thing. It's just too many. I do think it's worthwhile to get into it. I think I got an airdrop that I sold way too early, but BarChain has been holding up pretty well. The thing that I would be interested in, Ray, would be that steady Teddies, that mint.
Okay,
I have Whitelist.
I've heard some good things about that. Of course, Easy has a allow list.
Such bullshit, dude.
Easy, you
guys have Taproot Wizards Whitelist. Shut the hell up.
Because we grinded for it, dog.
Months and months of quests and grinding and grinding.
You both posted one fucking video in the last 72 hours.
Well,
that I watched both of you film in the last 12 hours. Bro, fuck that. Fuck that.
Someone's just a little jealous here and upset that they didn't.
I should have gotten a allow list for doing nothing.
All right, that mint starts at 1 p.m. Eastern today. We're not going to see any action on it until Friday. The mint happens.
Why? Is that because Bitcoin takes 3 days to process a transaction?
No, mint's happening tomorrow, and then we're going to see the auction take place the next day. Well, you're going to hear details on that for whatever wizards are remaining, and then to ensure safety of purchasers, all the wizards are going to be airdropped, I believe Friday, as long as everything goes smoothly. So essentially, Friday is going to be the first day of trading. You will be able to see what wizard you mint. So we'll see a bunch of wizards on the timeline for what people bought, but we will not see any trading action until later in the week. And I wouldn't be surprised if it gets delayed. They already kind of are saying we might delay distribution to Monday. We'll post.
Monday.
Yeah.
I have to pay. Okay, let's go. Let's go. This is going to be good. It's going to be good.
I'm waiting for the video of you needing to pay back a loan shark on this Taproot Wizard. And they just keep delaying it.
I mean, dude, I don't want to talk about Taproot Wizards for too long because I think, there's a small part of the audience that's going to be that's interested in buying these. But
yeah,
I've seen multiple, Ray, what concerned me is I've seen multiple people, literally multiple tweets of people saying that they've taken out loans to buy to mint the Taproot Wizard. They're like, I've been working on getting Whitelist for the last year and a half, 2 years. I finally got Whitelist. I'm taking out I could only get 0.04 Bitcoin. I'm taking out a loan for the rest. I'm like, dog.
The thing that's going to hurt there is I think you're going to see a lot of that. And I saw a lot of people selling Whitelist, selling their spot, pooling capital together in these different groups. So I think we see a ton of sell pressure out of the gates at any reasonable profit margin.
Yeah.
because people are just like over leveraged just to like make that play essentially. So
I think we'll see sales, Ray, for like literally like 0.23 Bitcoin, 0.25.
1 million, 1 million%. So if you're not part of the allow list and you're upset that you're not in it, I think that if you're paying attention when these things launch, and you'll have an opportunity to buy a post airdrop kind of like dip would be my thought process. If I wasn't involved in the mint, I would be definitely looking to snag some up like right after like the distribution. Clemente, your mic is muted.
Kurt 803 is saying this is exactly what happened with Quantum Cats. I remember that. It was like right off the bat, there were sales for like 0.13, 0.14. 0.2 Bitcoin's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's like $18,000 for a mint. So Ray and I were talking yesterday about is there going to be, well, first off, that most people already took liquidity out from Ordinals to fund their wallets. So there might not be like all the sell pressure might be mostly taken care of. And we are wondering whether or not we see an additional kind of flow to other assets afterwards. If maybe people sell their wizards, get some liquidity and deploy them into quantum cats, node monkeys, OMBs, bit puppets, etc. So definitely worth monitoring. But I do still think we're too early for a.
Yeah, I'm going to deploy my profits to Mr. Yen, Japanese businessman.
Goodbye. I like that. But yeah, frankly, look, I think a lot of liquidity is going to flow into runes, guys. I mean, a whole lot of liquidity.
Much liquidity.
It's going to be
tired
crazy.
of winning.
My favorite rune did my largest rune bag did only $4,000 in volume in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, my largest rune bag's only down 67% today.
Mine's doing about $1,000 of volume per day.
This is so I can't with runes. I can't. Like a year ago, 11 months ago, the Bitcoin halving was coming. Remember how much we were like, people were hyping this thing up that runes were going to revolutionize Bitcoin.
We were setting up Bitcoin nodes. We were trying to inscribe them like ahead of time, like be the first ones to do it. God, I wish I sold everything. I was up pretty well. I think I was up like half a Bitcoin on runes, like within the first week, and I just didn't sell. I didn't sell.
Dude, it's really tough. It's tough, and it's just like everyone's defeated. Like people have moved on from runes to the point where like everyone's just like, yeah, it was just a failed experiment. We're done. There's no reason why you should buy these.
$1,000 a day.
Yeah, dude, look, yeah, this is a 7-day and it's done $7,000. It's done not even half a Taproot Wizard mint in the last week.
Brother, I spent more sweeping ETH NFTs yesterday than runes volume over 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's tough. So look, folks, I don't think it's gonna flow to there, but you never know. You never know.
You never know.
I mean, this is like the bottom signal, right? Like this conversation. Like, is it?
It's not the bottom signal. No one wants to buy these. If the trenches,
even when it's down 90%, it can still go down another 90% from there.
So brutal. T-Ward saying, I dumped my dog go to the moon to fund my Taproot Wizards mint. I like it. I like it. Bongo. Bitcoin Bongo is the only guy I know that's still bull posting runes. He talks about $1 billion cat every day. They did 6K in 24-hour volume. So we'll see. We'll see.
Let's rank the Ordinals collections, like long-term collectible, like super long-term. So let's go with these top 4 here, and then also do Taproot Wizards. Like, where do you rank them? Is Taproot Wizards 1?
Yeah.
Versus OMB, like high-end OMBs.
Taproot Wizard number 1. I go Wizards 1, Puppets 2, OMB 3, Pizza Ninjas 4, Node Monkeys 5.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, Pizza Ninjas is like a smaller collection than these. It's about the same size as Taproot Wizards, so that one's interesting for sure. Node Monkeys has the like, initial inscription kind of like provenance. They like the earliest 10K PFP inscription collection, which is interesting. OMB is like floor, yeah, but OMB is like a little different because they started out low supply with like the red and blue eyes. Like I kind of like think they're two different things. I mean, I might go OMB like Red Eye or Blue Eye ahead of Taproot Wizards, and then Taproot Wizards. Then honestly, I'd say Node Monkeys over Puppets. Like I like Puppets like short term, but like long term, I feel like it's very easy for that meme to just kind of die and Provenance to take over. My thought process. But I think any of these are a toss up. And I think if you're looking at ordinals, you need to be looking at it with a very long time frame, because you could be holding these for years. Like we could have no NFT season. We could have an NFT season that doesn't spill over to Bitcoin. It just could be dead for a while. But I do think we at some point see another season come for ordinals.
We 100% will. It's just a matter of when do you see these as a, like, it's just a luxury asset. People don't feel rich yet. Like until people feel like criminally rich.
What are you talking about, bro? I own a CryptoPunk. I own a Sam Spratt mask that's down.
Oh my God, I forgot you bought the mask.
Oh God, let's bring that mask up. Oh my God. Okay, it's not too bad. You bought it 8, right? Did you watch the show? Or were you listening to the show when we were looking at the like the highest buys?
Yeah, and I'm up there.
It's like highest last sale, and like Easy's like in the top 5.
Yeah, that's me. Yep.
Why is my internet so jacked?
Oh yeah, mine too.
We'll take it from here. So what we were like, you see this trend. I've seen this happen. The reason why I think NFTs will have their season, I hope, maybe by the end of this year. Every time you see meme coin traders make money and can like get a substantial amount of gains over a couple of months, what's the first thing they want to do? Well, they go buy the Rolex, they go buy all that bullshit. They always
got 2 of those.
They always come back to buying NFTs. They go
I might buy a boat.
I mean, dude, Easy's just out of control. Like, but you do see that digital flex thesis play out. People want to flex their gains on chain, 100%. Does that mean Bitcoin Puppets price go up? I don't know. And there's so many NFTs to pick from that picking the right one and trying to time and doing all that stuff is extremely difficult. And 95 to 99% of the time, you're better off just holding Bitcoin or Solana or whatever it is versus the actual NFT. But I think at some point we will see.
Yeah, when these meme coin traders hit it big, they buy $70 honey. That's actually what I've been seeing is $70 honey purchases.
But it is good. It's delicious.
I want to talk about.
Has it helped your crippling depression?
No,
not
I didn't think that the Taproot Wizards was going to spark the discussion. I thought it was going to be more punks, but like, is NFT season like slowly returning? Like this day of punk sales is pretty wild, and it's not just floors.
Ray, I'm up an ETH on my punk.
I'm down
$48,000 on the punk.
48,000.
$48,000.
I mean, no, you're not though.
Ray.
I'm saying, okay, what would you have done with that capital? What would you have done with that capital if it wasn't a punk? It'd be in Solana, probably. You might be up on it.
I would have gambled it away on meme coins.
There you go. So you're actually up. You're up. You safely stored the capital in a punk. But yeah, I understand. Like that wasn't USDC that you were going to be sitting on and like saving. So I would consider that like, I mean, yes, you are down that USD. I mean, you could sell it and buy another one and realize some losses in USD terms and win in ETH terms. That's not a bad.
I kind of wish they went lower though, because I did want to DCA down. I would have bought a second one.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this. Has 420 ETH zombie punk. We had over 2,000 ETH worth of volume. And these are like mid rares, like a hoodie here for 115. This vape beard for 56. Albino 64. 3D glasses pretty clean 89. Like we've seen these like kind of like spurts where like one day we'll see a ton of punks go and it'll cool off and then we'll see it again. It seems like the punks are kind of just getting pulled up now though overall, where the floor is actually moving as well with some of these mid-range buys. We're looking at 42 ETH on the floor right now. And we get pretty quickly up to 50. So we'll see what's going on. I kind of like this VR punk at 50 right here.
So at what point is it for your portfolio? Is it like at net worth? Does it make sense to buy a CryptoPunk for $90,000? Is it 10?
Like it's like 65% of my port right now.
No, but like, is it once your net worth hits a milli? A milli feels too low. because that's 10% of your net worth in a CryptoPunk, right? 5 milli. I think at 5 million, maybe a CryptoPunk makes sense. But like I don't know. The idea is this thing slowly appreciates over time, but I would rather hold 1 Bitcoin. If you're thinking about holding this thing for 5 years, you have to assume Ethereum, I think, trends to zero over a multiple decades long time horizon versus Bitcoin. It's just going to keep this Bitcoin to ETH chart is just going to keep going out. So if that's my problem with buying CryptoPunks with Ethereum.
Yeah, I mean, when you're comparing different investments, it is tough. I'm going to pull up the Bitcoin ETH chart because I was looking at this yesterday during the podcast with PO that we ran. We were looking at ETH BTC and Sol BTC, and just like seeing how like down bad they are. Like this is the weekly on ETH BTC, which has basically been peaked in 2017, had another bounce in 18. Last bull run, it didn't get as high, and then it just slowly bled out, down 75%. So like, I mean, like Easy said, it's already down 75%. It could go down another 75%. But I think like maybe you're looking at punks as like always denominated in USD. I'll pull up like the WGMI punks. It might take me a minute or two, like looking at their USDC value. But if you're buying and parking 80K USD into a punk here, you're basically predicting that. I don't think you're really predicting that ETH outpaces Bitcoin, but more that punks outpace Bitcoin.
Well, they haven't for the last 3 years.
Right. We've been in the bear market. NFTs have been down.
Yeah.
Zoom out.
There's. I mean, the thing is, like, if you're in the camp that thinks that this is a good investment, you think they were going to have another like massive flight to digital assets being valuable, and these are going to have a crazy run like they did back in 2021, 2022.
I think they will. I think CryptoPunks are a good buy. Like I'm
gonna say this like brutally honestly. Like for me, I know I bitch and like meme about being down so much. I think 1 CryptoPunk will be worth $1 million at some point. Mm-hmm. That's like why I'm totally fine holding this thing. Because to Clemente's point and even Ray's point, I didn't really like. What else would I have done with that money? I'm positive I would have gambled it away. Like I would have just chopped it up. So for me, it's like I would rather own this thing that is the holy grail of trophies for on-chain participation than anything else. Clemente, what the fuck are you zoning out at?
$435,000.
Hold up, Ray.
At their peak.
What was that?
No, there was just like this. There's something going on in the hotel next to me that was like weird. I was just looking at it, but I was listening to what you're saying. Easy, I agree with. I do think it's a good. It is the holy grail of on-chain participation, and there's only 10,000 of them. So I think there will be a time where they turn around. I just have a hard time holding Ethereum versus Bitcoin, which sucks. That's the only bear case I have for CryptoPunks is holding ETH.
I mean, these things ran to 200K USD last year. So, I mean, that's almost a 3x. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's 2.5x off its current price. So I think you can get to that quicker than you get 2.5x Bitcoin here. It's kind of like the thought process. And you're looking at
hope
they're near the bottom. So
anyways, that's I feel like whenever we talk about NFTs, we go on a tangent for like 20 minutes about them.
Well, I wanted to talk about both those things on this show today. I wanted to talk about the Taproot Wizards Mint, Ordinals, and then I wanted to talk about the CryptoPunk sales and ETH, and is NFT season potentially coming back.
The last thing I'll say, Ray, I love talking about NFTs. I wish I want NFTs to come back. Because I love talking about them. I love talking about NFTs. I don't when we had that mini NFT season in January, right? Because of Pangu, which was basically an artificial run because everyone was just speculating on a meme coin drop from all these projects. I sat there and I had like zero NFT exposure. And I was like, oh my God, I fumbled it. Like I blew it. I can't believe that what onboarded me to crypto and what I was once so bullish on and had so much conviction on that just got shaken out over multiple years of a bear, I have zero exposure to now. Like I missed the boat. So since we've had this pullback, I've bought some NFTs again. And I do think at some point we have an NFT season, but I don't think it's hard. I can't imagine it's going to be anytime soon until we have Bitcoin back up at 125K, 150.
What are you holding in terms of NFT exposure right now?
I have an OMB, I have a puppet, and some NFT on. I have like a couple of ETH NFTs, but are pretty irrelevant. So I have 10K worth of NFT exposure, which feels like I don't want to make that any higher because I'd rather just buy Bitcoin.
Easy. What's your NFT exposure right now?
Too high.
Outside of your CryptoPunk, what are you holding?
10 Wayfinders, like the parallel avatar things. 216 Bodogos. 10 Rectech Dream Passes. A Sam Spratt.
So you got
little potatoes.
Oh, dude, 64 little potatoes.
That was unreal.
I forgot we were all chasing down 1% of it.
Oh my god,
dude! At one point, I was like, I want to own 5% of the little potato.
We were just big dicking each other. You looked at the thing, and it was just us sweeping after each other.
That may have been the dumbest thing ever. And then the airdrop came.
Oh, I also own 15 Gigaverse ROMs, and I have a bone to pick. I can't fucking transfer them to the abstract global wallet.
I can't either.
So they're just doing fucking nothing, sitting here. I can't fucking do dick with them. So yeah, I own 10 of those. I'm somehow actually up like a pretty substantial amount on those because I just swept pre-reveal.
They cooked. I sold mine. I got a rare. I minted a rare.
I want to play the game. That's the worst part. I genuinely want to play the game, and since they're not in the global wallet, I can't play the fucking game. It's like actually driving me insane, and there's nothing I can fucking do about it. Let's actually take a look here. Oh wait, oh yeah, dude, I own so many base NFTs. Like an alarming number of base NFTs.
Shout out Vestige. If you want to play games on Abstract, he's been streaming on Abstract, and he basically runs through all the games over there. He's done some games with us, played a bunch, but he's doing all the idle RPG games on Abstract, On-Chain Heroes. He's doing Gigaverse, so it's a good channel to follow.
Wait, dude, our Complex Death Ape Chain NFTs aren't dead?
No.
Oh, dope.
Because the supply's perpetually going to zero.
Yeah, they're like 6.6 ape. I'm only down like 60%.
Oh, that's zero. I mean, that's...
Yeah, basically. Oh, I own some BarChain NFTs too. THCs. I bought a bunch of these for 20 BarChain each. They're now 3.6. So yeah, that's pretty good. Feel good about that one.
I realized I lost $2,000 on chonks.
Yep, that makes sense. Base. Yeah. So I own 30 of these Nation Pass NFTs.
Thank you for those. I also have a bunch of those. Thank you.
0.69 ETH on that. Those are now worth 0.2 ETH. That was really good. What else do we have in here? I've got a bunch of DK Motion art pieces. Those aren't worthless. A Mog Tubby. That seems like it was airdropped to me. It's probably a scam. Let's go look at... God, dude, I have so much shit.
All right, we're gonna move on. I'm sorry I even asked that question. I thought it was gonna be like easy reading off like his main exposure, and instead he's listing every single NFT he owns across anything. It was including the scam airdrop collections that have been launched. I want to talk about. I want to switch gears completely and talk about PumpSwap. This morning I was on Twitter. I saw Tyler D post this Dune dashboard. Absolutely wild the amount of volume that PumpSwap has been getting over the first week and over the last 24 hours. Looking at 24-hour volume, 545 million. Looking at overall DEX volume, this puts them at number 3 for any DEX across any chain, above Radium now. They've earned over $2.8 million in total fees between LP fees and protocol fees. Some of these fees are eventually going to be diverted to Pump.fun token launchers, people who launch on the platform as like incentives. But absolutely crushing it with this decision. I'm sharing the wrong screen. I'm sorry about that, guys. Really unprofessional. Sharing the wrong screen on YouTube so you can see here. Here's the daily volume graph here that I talked about, and then down here we see the LP fees coming to PumpSwap. But number 3 DEX across all chains already, and I don't think like a ton of like not everything is like integrated this yet. the pump swap like native utility. I feel like I was talking to Kix and he said like there's no like global API or SDK to like integrate it. It's basically people like
My brother in Christ. I don't even think there's a way to earn fees off it yet. BitBoy J tweeted at them and was like, "Hey, what's like the fee situation on this if I provide liquidity?" And just got aired. Nothing. Hot air rises.
Yeah, so they're crushing it. It shows you what happens with the moat. Here's that tweet. Interesting. Each trade comes with a 0.25%. So yeah, it looks like LP providers get fee 0.2%.
Ew.
So it's like I guess like Radium or sorry Meteora, when you're providing LP on Meteora, like generally the fee tier is like 1 to 3%. Is that right, Easy?
Right around there.
Yeah, so 0.2 is like pretty low for LP. Maybe they'll like release additional like layers and levels there, but maybe this is like the initial rollout. BullX is now aggregating these, right?
Yes.
The new pump LPs.
Mm-hmm.
What have we seen in the trenches in terms of movement? I'm gonna pull up.
Oh man, dude, hit an absolute cookerino yesterday. It was called Retard Finder Coin.
Oh man, how'd you find this one? Actually, I don't even need to know. Actually,
Do you want to know?
Yeah, how'd you find it?
I was just sitting here, and it popped up, and it had a ton of volume. It's not that. It's not. It's not that. It's not that. It's that.
You said, yeah. Are you still in this?
No, I sold at 3.4 mil.
So essentially, like right here.
Mm-hmm. It did go up to 6.7.
Everyone papered it.
Mm-hmm. So it's an official account called X.com rFinder Coin, which is like surprising. The Twitter account posted it called like Retard Finder. Elon Musk like ats the account a ton, which is kind of wild, which is like what led for it to run. So that did really well. And then I also hit on DYOR Hub yesterday. That was the other one.
I see it here.
Yeah, it went up to a mil, went up to like 1.2. It's down bad now, obviously. But this was one I posted in Bodagos. We got in at like 200K and it ran to 1.2 mil. The reason this one was interesting to me was once again, saw volume, clicked on it, was like, what is this? It linked to this guy, Julian Coland, who is an ex-MoonPay engineer. And nobody thought the coin was real. Everyone was like, oh, it's a scam for sure. Someone then just posts the CA in the comments is like, is it your token? And he just says yes. That very next
guy always texts or like DMs me and says, like, tags me in these.
Yeah, so that guy Ray right under you said, is it your coin? So when I saw that, I was just like, oh, sweet. Like, this feels good. But yeah, I mean, I did really well yesterday in the trenches. It made up for fumbling a ton of money on routine. Still not as much as I would have made if I just held that shit. But yeah, I did well. I was very content making about 105 SOL yesterday across just these two plays.
Ex-MoonPay engineer. So he worked for MoonPay briefly.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. So what's your strategy been in the trenches? So like, obviously, I don't think any of these runners that we're talking about are runners. Like they seem like they're just, you're getting into volume early and then you're trading it. Like you're basically seeing a good meme using instinct and then looking at volume right now.
More or less. These aren't even good memes. That's the worst part. Like this is purely volume. That's it. The only good meme I saw was BBL Sheep, which is now down to 20K.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, this thing ran to a mil. I was in at 43K and paper handed it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I bookmarked that video.
Yeah, no, it's my background on my PC. Just shakes.
So we're in a scenario right now where we're not seeing like multiple coins graduating at the same time. We're seeing like slower price action, but we are seeing these kind of like initial pumps again, right? Where stuff runs to like 1-2 million in the first 30 minutes. So we're kind of like trending back to where we were. Like, where are we in this weird like middle ground right now in the trenches?
I mean, you got to look at daily active users. Like, that's still the main thing here. Yeah. Like, is there still a ton of volume on chain? Not really, comparatively. Like, if we look at our boy Jay Hacksworth Absolute go.
J Hack. Love bringing it up. Let's take a look. We'll do a little zoom action here. All right. Daily active users on Pump.fun. So we hit a local low of new users on March 8th of 34K. We're close to 2x that now, which is nice. These are levels that are above above election day, which is good. We had a crazy blow off top of new users on like the end of November, basically seeing like 160K new users on a daily basis, which is pretty wild. So we're down pretty substantially from the peak. Active addresses are still trending downwards. It's interesting to see like the active still trending down and the new trending up. And it's hard to like make a lot of sense of this data because a lot of these times, like a new wallet could just be like an old participant spinning up a new wallet or bots spinning up a new wallet, which is something to always like watch for. So that's interesting to me. Looking at token launches, trades on Radium versus Pump. So this is a new. Actually, no, it's the same. Where's our graduations and token launched? Yeah, tokens launched on Pump.fun. So tokens launched hit like a pretty local low earlier this week, 21st, 17K.
Wait,
tokens.
dude, Bankless interviewed Alan from Pump.fun. Alon, whatever his name is. You see this?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I guess it happened, and I guess his face got leaked.
Oh no. Is there a token?
I mean, there's a ton of tokens. They even leaked his address.
Miguel Ribeiro asked if my trench filters are working at all in this market. I'm not trading in this market right now. I'm not trading in this market, and I would be surprised if they were working right now because they were really tuned for a market that had like huge amounts of volume for scalping in and out of trades. That like when we had a ton of volume and prices were moving for like established coins like 10, 20 million running all the way up to 50, 60, 100 million in the first hour of trading, day of trading. So like that was kind of like the strategy there. Right now, it's basically kind of like there isn't enough going on. Maybe I'll try leaving it up today and seeing if anything pops up and if it is profitable. But I haven't really spent any time in the trenches over the last week. I just keep seeing Clemente and Easy hitting some wins. So maybe it is time to
I'm on a cold streak. After I did it like a little heat check yesterday and it did not pay out. I think just like I don't like any like I have zero advantage with like the retard finder coin or like any of that bullshit. I think what you find is roughly once a month, maybe more, there is like a viral moment on social media. Right. And that's basically what you have to look for. I don't think meme coins are going anywhere, but I also don't think like the trenches are going to come back the way they came back in like January. So basically what you have to do is like, think about, look for the next morning routine meme. Right. And like, just bid that when it comes out. And like I reflect on, I think memes are going to get more and more prevalent in society in general with that meme coins are going to keep going up. Like imagine if Chris Rock getting slapped by Will Smith happened when the trenches were around. That would be like a $50, $100 million coin, right? Or the lady in the plane going like that guy is not real. That's a $50, $100 million coin, right? Cash Me Outside. How about that? 100 million runner. So I think about these things and like these viral moments, and that's basically the way I'm thinking about trading in the trenches now is like, if there's any viral trend or like viral moments that happen, capitalizing on those and just buying those meme coins, because if you can kind of predict these trends, and kind of buy in and gamble on the virality, that's it. But other than that, like I actually think it's way more EV positive to do other things on chain right now. There's so many new blockchain, so many new platforms that you can be like you can farm, which really is just explore and use and become an advocate of, and you can make real money doing that. and make more money doing that. And it's probably less risk. You're not going to get the instant payout of making 5 SOL or 10 SOL in like 20 minutes. But I think that's more sustainable in my opinion.
So it sounds like from your perspective, like your strategy on meme coins should really just be like, don't touch them and don't even look at them until something viral happens that you can assess and I guess like quote, and they'll be like, okay, this is gonna be a $25 million runner in my head. Let me find the coin that does that, then pop in and then stop clicking buttons after that, essentially.
Yeah. If I had done that with morning routine, like I would have been up like 50x. But I didn't do that because I over traded it. But like just that's where I found my edge. And each person can find their own edge. But like that's the first time I felt like in the trenches, I have somewhat of an advantage because that's truly a skill game. You're just betting on virality. I can't be easy or like any of these guys that are online 24/7 and have all their alpha chats open. They're going to find retard finder faster than me. They're going to get a bit like a quicker entry, and they're like, I'm going to be their exit liquidity. It's just a matter of will I be able to dump it at a higher price than someone else? But you're getting in after all those alpha groups already got in on it.
Yeah.
I got routine faster than you, which means I'm better than you.
I was up. Yeah, I checked it in the morning and it was at like 800K. I was like, okay, I'm not even going to look at it. And then, yeah, but like that's basically what I'm saying is like morning routine was the most viewed video on Twitter. And that became an organic, like meme on Twitter that like then spread to other platforms, which we haven't really seen other than Please. Right. So those types of things are interesting to me. But other than that, like I'm not really interested in the trenches, right now.
Yeah,
I don't know. The trenches have been fun, dude. I've like found significantly more joy trading this than I did the entire AI meta.
Yeah, I think this is still like an interesting, like I still think for some people it'll work. You also,
and while you were yapping about the Catch Me Outside girl stuff, I was listening to the Bankless podcast on 2x speed. I like muted you briefly just because like, you know, you Catch Me Outside, how about that? I couldn't care less. They compare Pump.fun meme coins to big tobacco in Bankless. David Hoffman. He's like, it's basically like big tobacco, and the health risks are systematically the same risks that Pump.fun is causing to the market.
Couple things. A, that's absurd. B, easy. Listening to another podcast on 2x speed while doing a podcast is so on brand. That's absolutely ridiculous. And I 100% believe it. That is wild. And C, third point, Clemente, I need a video of you today. You're going to be on the whiteboard. You're going to be writing down all the viral memes from like 90s to 2000s, and you're going to be ranking them versus market cap of how high they would go.
Clemente was born in 2002.
That's a good point.
He does nothing from the 90s, dude. This motherfucker never grew up with Chuck E. Cheese. He was not able to go on the computer, and when a phone call came in, it would get screened because you were on the internet. He has no concept of that, right?
Yeah, the phones that you have to turn the dial. He didn't have one of those in his house.
No, dude, my high school had one of those. Like, come on now. This motherfucker, like, yeah, we're old. Sorry. Clemente, what was like the first meme that comes to mind? When you hear the word meme, what comes to mind for you?
Charlie bit my finger would be the.
Okay. So that is actually still probably our time. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. So Charlie bit my finger. Okay. Charlie the unicorn. Does that ring any bells?
Yeah.
Okay.
The duck song.
Oh yeah, it's a duck.
Dude, I got Looney Tunes. I got all that. I'm an OG.
Looney Tunes.
I'm an OG, dude. What's up, Doc? You know.
Somebody got bounced. Clemente didn't have to watch the news to see if he got a snow day.
Oh, that was goated.
Yeah.
You'd sit there closest shit to the screen while the ticker at the bottom would play through.
Yep, that was a good one. Love reminiscing. Let's switch gears here now. Let's talk about funds. Crypto funds, specifically in the U.S. Fidelity filed for a U.S. Treasury fund on Ethereum. Trump Media partnered with Crypto.com to launch ETFs. BlackRock launched a Bitcoin ETP in Europe. And this morning, news broke that BlackRock is expanding their blockchain money market fund to Solana. I tweeted out this morning that a lot of ETH maxis have been pointing to like traditional finance using their chain as rails as being the differentiator between Solana and Ethereum. We're seeing more and more of these funds launch on Solana. More and more funds become cross-chain. Do we think that this like maybe imaginary moat of like traditional finance trusting Ethereum more is just not true at all? and that Solana is going to continue to like eat Ethereum's lunch in terms of market cap?
No. Solana's too inflationary. That's the thing. Like, I'm a Solana maxi and I'm hyper aware of it.
Well,
will it eat its moat when it comes to users? It already has. Like, it will still significantly be more of the retail chain, plain and simple. But I don't think it outpaces or outprices.
do you think it outpaces? Do you think it becomes the institutional chain as well? Is what I'm saying. Like,
No.
a lot of ETH maxis are pointing to ETH as the institutional chain, but we're seeing more and more of these funds pop up on Solana now.
I think the security risk is the bigger thing. Like, yeah, there is still some centralization, whereas something like Base makes the most sense. You get the security layer of ETH and the customer support of Coinbase. That probably makes the most sense to me. I just think like the general consumer will probably use Solana. Like, I look at if Robinhood were to launch a chain, they probably would not use ETH because of high throughput and transaction volume.
You think
Like,
they would use? They
Solana
wouldn't use
or something of the sort.
They wouldn't make an ETH L2. Like
It just wouldn't be fast enough. Like, we have Mega ETH and some of these others. They're in testnet. We haven't actually seen the success of them yet, so it's hard to say if it's even possible or feasible to compete with the transaction speeds we've already seen on Solana.
Speaking of which, I tweeted this morning. Don't know if you saw it, Easy, but I think you have a fluffle, right?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You didn't mint one?
I missed Whitelist, dude. I got distracted.
Oh my god. They're no longer geogated, so if you're in the US, you don't need to take a quick flight to feed your fluffle.
Oh my god. What the and they're soul bound, so I can't even buy one, right?
Nope.
Yo, if someone's got a fluffle on a burner wallet, I'll trade you one Sam Spratt mask for it.
See, that's tough. You can't do that though because they're gonna have your seed phrase forever. It's soul bound. You can't transfer it off.
I got one Sam Spratt mask and a pinky promise that you won't take whatever rewards we get.
Oh man. Other news today, Mintify's Mint token is going live. I'm not sure what time this is going live. Does this one interest you at all? Mintify's kind of always been an NFT marketplace that's kind of been, I'd say, lower tier in terms of like volume for OpenSea, Magic Eden, Tensor, Blur, etc. But they are one that quickly adds new chains. So like if you remember early days on Blast, Mintify was like the marketplace for Blast early. And I believe they're on Abstract as well. I was looking at their roadmap, basically saying their philosophy is to create great experiences, discover and grow on-chain markets. They want to tackle the discoverability problem for digital assets, support more networks, applications, and more tokens. Are you looking at this Mint token as something that you would potentially be investing in, or is this something that you would be passing on?
I'm passing.
Passing. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's hard to like look at their volume on chain and like compare them to other marketplaces, but the speed at which they adapt into new markets makes me think that there is potential that like there is some emerging chain that they can like grab hold of and become the dominant marketplace for that chain. So it's definitely one I'm going to watch and kind of like look at pricing and see if it makes sense to jump in.
Like, that doesn't mean price go up, right? Like Magic Eden has, how much market share do they have across different ecosystems? Like them grabbing a hold of a specific chain or whatever, to BarChain, and they grab market share of that. That doesn't mean that's never led to like price go up. But we'll see it if what price it debuts at, and if it's worth a buy.
Yeah, definitely. GM Nick, welcome to the show. How you feeling today?
Guys, I've been listening to this show. I've been paying attention, and Ray's really been dropping the ball. I just wanted to come on here, Ray. Like, dude, this is your moment, your opportunity to step up to the plate and really deliver. And this is what you're delivering.
What specifically have I dropped the ball with, Nick?
Shows, by the way, shows up with 1 minute left in the show.
I just needed to come on and just have a conversation about that real quick. I mean, come on, dude. Come on. How are we looking on this volume, by the way, on these NFTs,
I'm not even seeing Mintify on this NFT marketplace chart. So
you're not seeing what?
We were just talking about Mintify. They're having their TGE today for the Mint token.
These volumes are down pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're cooked. Nick, what have you seen CryptoPunks seeing a little bit of a influx in sales.
They almost did
Certainly
as much volume as OpenSea, the CryptoPunks marketplace yesterday.
Really?
They did more. They did the same amount of volume as Blur.
I've been looking at that area. Been very tasty. Been very tasty. Lots of tasty looking punks. Am I gonna gobble? Your boy ain't a gobbler.
You've been one who said you'd buy a mid tier again. You wouldn't buy a floor punk.
I know. I just can't do it. I keep scrolling down the page, looking at options, and saying it's hard. You know, I got rid of the one that I love. It's there's another one that's on there that's pretty good, but I have really refined taste, and that's something that makes it difficult. Hey, you're welcome for showing up and delivering some of the best quality content, you know, the world has ever seen. You're welcome.
Thank you. We needed this boost to close out our show for sure. Some more.
How we looking? So real quick, I want to get a little vibe check here. So I drew a chart yesterday that got some tweet action or some engagement, and a guy came after me saying that I don't know how to draw the lines, and he was valid. His thought was valid. I'd like to bring this up real quick because I'm curious what Easy's position is on this. Is
You
this
go from the wicks, not the bodies?
Is this the line? Or is that
I
the
like
line?
that line. I like that line. I like the bodies better.
But why are you starting it not in the body?
Yeah,
but
I don't. Your starting point's interesting.
I didn't start from the body. In which case, we're right here.
Yeah, that's probably where I'd go.
How
How about you just take fibs and go high to low wick?
Why don't you just draw a couple more horizontal lines in there?
Hey, how about you shut your mouth?
We bounced nice
hold
off
on.
that 78.
I mean, if we go high to low wick there with fibs, I bet basically all of his lines would just appear.
Where are you
anyway.
taking the fib from here? Or are you going back further?
I would go from there.
High to low, though.
I would go high to low on the recent down test just to see what upside potential is.
Can
I annotate?
Did I just grab the fibs? Right here?
High.
Sure.
Oh, wait, you go high to low?
I go reverse fib, that high wick. I'm only looking at the most recent move.
Hold on,
I'm just gonna share a trading view chart, and we're gonna do it this way.
Hold on 1 second. I got a better way of doing it. 1 second. Wrong one.
Oh my god.
Okay. Here we go.
Holy shit, dude.
Okay, here we go. I got a clean chart. My apologies.
What are you on the daily?
I'm on the daily. What are you using for your analysis here?
I'm on the daily. But I've had these fibs drawn for a while. And they're still playing out. We bounced off the green, which is the 0.5. We're back with 0.618. It says it's going to 167.
Well, that looks like you went low to high.
This one's reverse fib, high to low.
Is it?
Yeah, that's how we get upside targets. If we go high to low here, or low to high, it would give us downside targets, which are still similar lines, but you don't get the upside. It stops at 0. It shows us low targets. Going all the way down to minus 620.
I get what you're saying. Hold on. I'm drawing my own little lines here.
Charters
Anonymous.
Charters Anonymous.
Oh, it looks like it drops on some of my lines.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Your lines probably have very similar to the fibs.
Hold on 1 second. Take a look at mine. Okay. Look at, ignore this. This one falls right on the fib. Look at that. Like a genius, as Ray says. So we bounce off this level, break through, go up, but we haven't retested this, which would be 73 563, somewhere around that. And right
That's
now
the
we're
level
hovering.
everyone's calling for.
What's that?
That's the level everyone's been calling for, like 73, 72.
So are we going to get a rejection here?
I don't think so. I think we bottomed.
You do?
I think we bottomed. Truly think we do. I think everyone was calling for like 69K, 72K, 73K. They're not going to get their entry, and we're just going to go up only.
You're calling for up only?
Up only till the next local top.
Let's check out. Well, Solana bounced off a key level there. Let's do the same low to high sort of thing. That's interesting. Okay. Kind of weird lines there.
I don't really know where you're like that line is going though. Your line scares me.
What do you mean?
I don't. Why is that line going that way?
Which line?
The right point.
This?
No, where did you start the fib and where did you end it?
I started down here.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's confirmation. We did analysis here.
And that's going to do it for today's episode. We appreciate you charting with Nick. Woo!
We do the show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time.
Here was the main thing that we were thinking, though. Last thing here.
What are you
S&P.
eating over there, big dog?
Everything's eating food. Hard-boiled egg. Some honey on there?
Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. You fucking coward. Drink it.
Is that from Pio?
No,
I bought it from the farmer's
$70.
market for $70.
You're kidding.
He got resold.
The lady made a 3x on me. Just printed. I just found out about this that I overpaid for my honey.
$70?
$70.
What
Look,
the
mistakes were made.
fuck?
Mistakes were made.
Once he got that AVAX card loaded up with USDC and he said, swipe.
I'm investing in my health. I've heard raw honey is a superfood. Superfood. It cures everything.
You know what else is a superfood? Gatorade with red dye number 4.
Right?
Nick, did you want to say something before we wrap today?
No.
Okay. We're going to wrap here. You can catch us on Spotify. You can catch us on Apple. Watch us on YouTube. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in.
34 grams of added sugar.
Wonderful Tuesday.